Let us look at the factors affecting the biogas formation, that is methane formation. So this is a very pertinent and relevant question, because as I was telling, a lot of biogas plants are not uh, working, defunct, like because of lack of understanding, uh, lack of maintenance. So what are the factors we'll see? One is slurry. The slurry, it should be like proper solubilization of organic materials between solids and water. So you should have 1:1 ratio. Okay, there should be a slurry. It cannot be hard or it cannot be soft also. Second thing, the seeding. Like I was giving an example of curd formations. For curd, what you take? You take milk and you add little bit of curd. So that is known as seeding. So because of that curd, that will expand. So the seeding is in the beginning. Seeding of slurry with a small amount of sludge of other digester activates methane evolution. So that sludge, earlier sludge will contain bacteria. This is acetogenic bacteria and methanogenic bacteria. There are two types of bacteria. One is acetogenic bacteria and second is methanogenic bacteria. Then pH should be 6 to 9. It should not be very acidic. If it is acidic, means it lowers the formation of methane. Temperature, as I was telling, in India, a lot of variation in temperature is there. So that is why that is one of the main problems. But in other countries, developed countries and all, where they have got this biogas plant, artificially they are keeping it warm also, because below 30 degrees the formation of digestion gas is reduced. So they artificially also they are heating the digester. So the ideal temperature is on 35 degrees centigrade. Lower the temperature, less the formation of gas, because the bacteria, whatever are there, they will not work properly. We have got refrigerators. What refrigerators do? We keep things in a food items in the refrigerator. Why? Because at low temperature, the bacteria will not work. A simple case. Same case is logic is applied here also. Then comes nitrogen concentration. Excess amount of nitrogen inhibits the growth of bacteria and thereby lowers methane production. Therefore, use of such materials should be discouraged. So you should not have a lot of nitrogen actually. So that is why the next point, that is carbon nitrogen ratio, is very important. So maximum digestion occurs when the CN ratio is 30:1, means the carbon should be 30 times, nitrogen should be low, only 1%. So almost you can see carbon should be 30 times and nitrogen should be very low, one part only. Then only this gas formation will take place. Otherwise, this more nitrogen will reduce the growth of bacteria and thus reduce the methane production. Methane production is lowered, means the growth of bacteria is reduced. Simple. Then you should have airtight conditions actually, because this is anaerobic in the absence of air. Therefore, the digester should be totally airtight. That is why in Indian condition the digesters are buried in the soil. But nowadays you have got even plastic ready-made biogas plants are available in the market. Then to improve the formation of biogas, some algae can be added. So this is a new development which has taken place, like this two Ramamurthy and Sulochana have found the enhancement of biogas production from cow dung on addition of green algae, Zygogonium. The amount of biogas produced from the algae was twice that obtained from cow dung. So if you add algae, then it produces more biogas. Also, the duration of gas evolution increased with the increase in the proportion of slurry. The calorific value of the gas was 4,900 kilocalories per meter cube, and the methane percentage was 55%. Generally, in winter season, gas production is lowered. Therefore, addition of algae holds a promise to get biogas to sufficient amount even in winter season also. So, winter, because the temperature is low, the microorganisms don't grow or breed. So that is why this algae adding is Good. Uh, so we have discussed these points like temperature. They can work from 9 to 55 degrees centigrade, but at 9 degrees, very less amount of gas is produced. But the best temperature is around 35 to 39 degrees centigrade, and pH also 7 to 9, 8 is best. Even too acidic, less than 6 and more than 10, the bacteria will not survive. And the carbon to nitrogen ratio like 25 is to 1 to 30 is to 1 is best. And 90% of the content should be water only. That is why cow dung is best, because it already contains around 9% solid organic matter. And important thing is you have to agitate the slurry, means you have to mix it properly, like you put it in mixie na. So when you mix it, it should be blended properly, then only the proper gas production takes place. This is very important. When you are preparing food also, dal and all, you will churn that na, agitate it, so that proper mixing takes place. And last important point is loading should be uniform. So daily whatever you are loading, same amount you should load it every day, so that uniform amount of feeding is given to the bacteria and uniform amount of gas is produced. The digester, too much of raw material putting also, like we are having food. So how much you are having food? Whatever is needed only. Not if you take double the food, then it will lead to problem, because acid will accumulate and fermentation will be affected. Same like our body stomach only, this digester also daily you have to load, regularly at the same time you have to load, so that the acid formation is avoided. You can't put excess raw material, and also you can't put less raw material also. Both will affect. Okay. Thank you.